Hello everyone, K Kim here from Traders Club. Well, it's been a while since I've done a video, especially on Apple, so I thought, well, why don't I do a quick video here for my blog followers and just kind of let you guys know what I think about the Apple. Well, first of all, I do want to say that, well, I am starting to think that 380 back here possibly be the bottom here. Obviously, we got a lot to prove, and Apple has done that. And however, there are certain things that I'm still looking at before the possible bottom formation is start to happen here. So what I'm about to present here, I want to argue that there are certain good aspects for the bullish argument. So let's get to it here real quick. First of all, what Apple did with the recent run up here, basically it broke the curse of lower lows and lower highs. Basically from the 700 level here, what we did is, well, we continue to make these lower lows and lower highs. And what I was saying is that, well, once it comes up to create that lower high, what happens is it comes down, break the recent low, goes up, create the lower high, it breaks the recent low, goes up, create the lower high, comes down, breaks the recent, and that's been the tradition, or that's been the trend, not tradition, trend, maybe a tradition for what, like 4 months or 5 months here, and that's been a trend. That's a definition of uptrends: lower lows and lower highs. But what happened for the first time ever since about early October, that we finally put in equal high. So you can see that this was the high, this was high. If we start to correct somewhere here and continue to come down, yet again we would have made another lower low or lower high. However, we are right at that level of equal highs. Okay, so that's a good thing. Another thing, the second thing I thought that it was a good thing is that, well, remember I've been talking about watch that 50 and putting up 50 cents, and just so you guys understand what I'm talking about, no, not understand, but at least you can have to remember, right? So the 50 cent is starting to go away a little bit, but you can see that 50 here, 50 there, 50 there, 50 here. It's been working great as a resistance. Every time it hits that level, this thing tanks. You can see that tanked here, tanked there, tanked here, tanked here. However, what happened was, well, we are close above 50, so that's a second good thing. Third thing, the good thing about the bullish thing is that, well, back here we had a 10 and 50. The 50 is a pink, 10 is a blue. We had the death cross there. Ever since then, this thing just went to south. What happened now is we're at that level. We're possibly seeing maybe a golden cross here. So these two guys have been united for a really long time. It's been about 4 months ever since they last time they met was that about 650 level here. So now they're about to reunite at this about 430. So that's definitely something we haven't seen, this whole bearish move that we had. So definitely something to note of. And so that's the third thing here. There's another fourth thing is a good thing is that, well, looking at a weekly chart here, you can see that 10 EMA has been that devil on this weekly chart. It hits 10 EMA, this thing starts roll over. However, you can see that for the first time 10 EMA we close above 10 EMA, so this is also another good thing here. Look at the candlestick chart pattern for the fifth thing about the good thing about Apple is that, well, we have a bullish harami there. You can see, you can put those. This is a weekly chart, so you can see the each candle represent 1 week. That's a bullish harami pattern there, and bullish harami is actually a very weak reversal at best. However, when it forms with the high volume like that, I mean, there's something to be said about that reversal. You can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 weeks. 12 weeks of volume. It engulfs 12 weeks of volume. So you can see that how strong, how a lot of buyers start coming in at this level, and then we had a follow through the week after with another high volume. So that was another good thing about what happened with Apple here. There's another thing. Is that sixth thing? I'm starting to lose count here, so I'm trying to remember what I have to talk about here. So real quick, Apple weekly chart. What I want to talk about is we have mini. Okay, I want to emphasize on mini. We have a mini bullish divergence, because back here we had a bearish divergence. That's not mini, okay? That is some nasty bearish divergence, and that was a catalyst this thing to go down that much. But what we have right now, this is what I look at a mini divergence. You can see that we definitely have a mini one here. Well, this is we made a lower equal lows, and we made a lower low on the stock, so that was a mini divergence. We do also have a buy signal that the fast line started to come up there. So I mean, definitely it's not like, you know, what we had back here, but you know, it's better than nothing. It's better than nothing, and this could be that catalyst to possibly continue go higher. So those are all 6-7 reasons why I do think that possibly that, you know, we're possibly in that level of bottoming process here. Obviously there's another other process probably need to go through before really confirming that bottom is in. But here's a now, you know, I've given you the bullish side of the argument, but let's give the bearish side argument. Well, bearish side of argument is 100 SMA. Basically, currently 100 SMA is acting as resistance, though it is currently trading just below that level. You can see that this is 100 SMA acting as resistance there, or support there, and support here. And then it turned around, and we haven't seen that it hasn't touched for a really long time. You can see all these space there, and for the first time ever since 630 level, where 100 SMA and Apple has united. And so, you know, what this can basically say is, well, you know, there's a couple things could happen. Well, we could continue to go higher, or we can find that level as a resistance. Again, this being 100 SMA, this is a simple moving average measuring the 100-day. So what I think is, you know, I don't think it's going to be working resistance perfectly. It could be this vicinity that could be working as, you know, a radiation of resistance. So just because it's trading a little bit above that, that I don't think that means that, you know, the 100 SMA is no longer going to be a threat, because I think in this vicinity definitely something to watch out for. Also, second reason of a bearish, possible bearishness coming in is, well, you know, this resistance level has been that resistance level, and that's the horizontal resistance level, and that has been coinciding with 100 SMA. So, you know what I mean? There's a double strength there. So that level is a level that a lot of people will be watching, and this is a level that really see if it can, you know, the Apple can hold and continue. But the thing about that is, well, if Apple just continue go from it, you know, people think that that's what people wants to see. But after a crash like this, losing, you know, about 300 points, I don't think it's a wise that Apple just continue go. I don't think that's gonna happen. I mean, you can see that even last time when we lost 100 points just in here, what did we do? We consolidated. We consolidated. We had a initial what it looked like an inverted head and shoulder here, and then went up, down, up, down, up, down, and then continued higher. So, you know, that's kind of what we're looking for, is that we were probably looking for something that, you know, is going to continue to consolidate and form that solid up and down movement while making the higher lows and higher highs. And if we can do that, I think if we start to do that, I think that I can truly say that, well, we're really coming out this mess, and possibly, you know, next, you know, 5-6 months that we can really come back and trying to really, you know, go after, you know, some of those losses that we've had. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what I'm looking at here. Obviously, if you're looking at this recent pattern here, you know, it would be nice. You know, let's say if this was a neckline here, let's say if we find some resistance, pulls back, and if we pull back, it's not a bad thing. It's just that when we pull back, we cannot make another low. We start coming back down here, make another low. That's when we start to think that, well, maybe this, you know, this downtrend is actually maybe not done yet, because, you know, we did make equal highs here, so it could come down, pull back, but it has to find some point, at some point, find some support, and we have to, for the first time, make a higher low, right? We made an equal high, so make a higher high, higher low, and then come back and make a higher high. That's kind of how you establish uptrend. You just, this just cannot go. So that's kind of what I'm expecting. And also what I think is, it will be nice. Don't you think it will be nice if we can have some kind of inverted head and shoulder in this vicinity here? Basically, we had a left shoulder here, come down, up, you know, find the resistance at that 100 SMA, come back down to the right shoulder level in the vicinity somewhere, and then maybe thrust higher. You know what I mean? That would be like almost 3 months worth of inverted head and shoulders on top of other bullish analysis that I've given you. I think that would really you know what I mean, really be a catalyst to make this stock go higher. And I just don't believe that this could just go though it could happen. But I think that if that happens, there will be more vulnerability rather than if it actually pulls back down and then start to make that higher lows and higher highs, remember, and then that and start to kind of consolidate, not moving too fast, but you know what I mean, kind of steady, slow movement, but consistently making the higher lows and higher highs. And let me, last time back in 2008 when we had the market crash, and obviously Apple had its shares of its crash there. You can see that back here. What happened was, even after this move, what we did, we had this consolidation pattern. I mean, it wasn't higher high, higher low, but you can see that we started really putting in these supports here, and then we kind of moved sideways until we find some support here. So but today I think maybe not really so moving sideways, but if we can able to move slightly upwards, like higher high, higher low, in like this fashion or some sort, maybe form some kind of inverted head and shoulder of some kind, I think then we can truly say that, well, I think that 380 is probably the bottom there, and we can maybe getting a long-term positions on Apple. And if we can see after coming back down here, close above that 100 SMA, we can really see that this thing going higher. So that's kind of what I'm looking at here. So we'll see what happens. This is a couple days here. I mean, 2 days, Monday. So actually, we have 4 more days to see what Apple's gonna do. And definitely, it's definitely something to note that we are making equal highs, breaking the curse of lower lows and lower highs there. So definitely a plus there. So let's see how it reacts this week, and tomorrow see how it reacts with the 100 SMA. And I do think that pullback wouldn't be a bad thing from this point on. And you can come back all the way down here, find some support, and form that that inverted head and shoulders at the level. That I think that if we can do something like that, this could actually find some more momentum to go more upside. So that's kind of my analysis on overall Apple, and I guess I'll talk to you guys next time.